Hello, Kavya. Hello, Gunamay. It's nice to have both of you chatting with me to, inspire the students who will be given the 12th standard board exams very soon. So, Kavya, wow, 95, very good, with a lot of hard work. Gunamay also, you have done well. So, yeah, you are a source of inspiration to a lot of students who would be hearing from you. And how did you prep for your exams, etc., etc., and how did you go about the entire curriculum? So, Kavya, to start with you, like when did you actually become serious? When did you think, नहीं मुझे काम करना है और पढ़ाई करना है और 95 plus, maybe 90 plus लाना है? कब? When was it?
It was around December because I used to write those full tests and I had done one full test at remember I'd done very badly. And then that was like an eye opener for me. It was like, okay, chemistry. So then I stopped. I focused my entire attention on chemistry for like the next 1 week. And I think since then, the next few months, I became serious. Like I was studying and all, but then properly, like seriously, I started focusing.
Okay. So December, January, February. So do you think that you had done a little late or it was okay? I mean, starting in December.
I think, I mean, a few months earlier would not have hurt because then I'd not be as stressed as I was the day before the exam. I'd probably be more relaxed. But overall, I think I was able to manage.
Okay, okay. And Gunamay, when did it strike you that yes, your board exams are near and you need to start studying for that?
I think a month before,
Oh my.
like January,
So that
like the
advice,
dates came out, and I just started. Like it struck to me that boards hai, abhi padna padega, and like that's when I started focusing for the exams. And
I bet you have regrets about it.
yes,
Would you give
I regret it truly.
would you give that same advice to your juniors?
No, no, like the advice is just stay stress free and take your time and like, do daily revision because your classes were like that for me. Your classes were like daily revision for me, and it helped me to score how much ever I could.
Yeah.
I know it's not a high score, but I know I could have scored better if I would have revised more. So
Yeah.
start your revision.
Probably you started probably 3 months back, not 1 month. शायद 3, 4, 5 marks ज़्यादा मिल जाते तो what difference would have it would have made? Nothing, na. You have an aggregate of 94, 93%. That is good enough. I mean, क्या फर्क पड़ जाता? Maybe 8% बढ़ जाता, but that is not less. You have done your, hard work and the rest was luck. That is what I feel. Yeah. So Kavya, going on to the next question is, see, you already know where you're going. You are going, you're planning to go abroad for further studies. So, like, how did you balance out the two? Like, someone who's planning to go abroad and do you have to write a lot of essays and all that stuff. So how do you manage? How do you balance stuff? And did it hamper your studies? So many questions I've asked together.
So I think the application, so I applied to the US, right? So the US application season is much later in the year. Like by November, December, you have submitted everything. So technically December onwards, all my applications to colleges are already gone and I was purely doing just boards. And before that also, it's not that stressful because we're very used to studying a lot and we're very used to multitasking with this Indian curriculum. And so if you manage your time, you can easily, allot sufficient time and attention to all aspects, I feel like.
Okay, so maybe you appeared for SAT and all. So it didn't
Yeah.
affect your.
So my SAT, I gave my first attempt in my 11th grade itself, and then my second attempt I gave mid 12th grade. So I didn't have the board stress like right then that I had to manage both SAT and boards. I got done with it well before we had the board papers.
Yeah. So moving on to Gunamay, see, January you had the first JEE mains exam. So, it was like, because you had to put the ticks and putting ticks it's much easier compared to actually writing for the board exams. You agree? So, but you had to, I mean, did the G prep and your board prep, did it intermix with each other and create hassles for you?
To be honest, I wasn't preparing for the first attempt at all.
Okay.
And uh, like the portion for J is very different to those. Like you have 11th grade as well. So covering that is actually a big task, like while going into 12th. So I didn't do it, but yes, it was stressful. The first attempt was very stressful.
Yeah, because you had to go on with your 11 stuff, which was completely
Yes,
way of, different compared to your 12th syllabus. Yes. So, yes, it
yes,
created a lot of stress. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Not only for you, a lot of other students also. Okay. So, Kavya, you are satisfied with whatever marks you've got in board exams.
I think chemistry never came easy to me. It was always a bit of a struggle. I think I was never very comfortable with chemistry. And so I feel like, I mean, I'm sure I could have done better. I must have made silly mistakes, but I am happy with how far I came. And I think this itself is a big achievement for me. So
Nice, nice, very good. So I'm so happy that you came out with flying colors and made all of us proud. So that was a great achievement for not only you, for me too. To be proud of so many other students who, scored such brilliant marks. Gunamay, you're not less. Gunamay, you're not. So yeah,
I know I could have scored better though.
yeah,
I
but
know 5 mark बढ़ने चाहिए मेरे.
yeah, but I really admired your what do you call it? You trying to balance out JE and board stuff. Used to always complain about 11th nahi hua, wo chapter nahi hua. So yeah, I was thinking that meddling was going on in your head. That balancing stuff. Yeah, that is a difficult task to balance. But anyway, it's okay. So never regret about whatever marks you've got, because that will never undergo a change. If you give for reevaluation also, I bet the marks hardly, my experience tells me hardly 1-2 marks have increased for student, and what difference will have made to you? So you be happy, but no one will ever ask your score, 12th score ever. And now you're focusing on engineering. And I have a specific question for you. You were a student who had PCMB. So why the M and the B? Is it a family pressure or your own choice? I just would like to know that.
Like, I didn't have a particular choice in 10th standard. So, like in my family, commerce was out of the topic, like out, tiny, option ही नहीं था. So, and I wasn't interested in computers that much. So I had a counseling session and all done, and the counselor was also like, choose biotech because it's an upcoming field and you might find it interesting. So for me, since I hadn't decided and I didn't choose many subjects, like the school wasn't providing the subjects as a choice. We had to take PCB or PCM. And if we take PCM, we have computers. And I didn't want to take that. So I had to go with PCM.
Oh, okay. So that means
Yes.
it's more of a compromise for you.
It's a compliment. That was a
Yeah.
compliment.
Yeah, because the school didn't have those options which you wanted. Okay. And like you have benefited one thing, because biotech requires both maths and bio. So
Yes.
yeah, if you're planning to take a bio, it's a good decision that you have made. Yeah. So
Yes.
that means, a student, yeah, it's a lot of pressure to manage all the four, along with English. But yes, if you are planning biotech, means you have to have maths as well as bio. Okay. So you're planning to go for biotech studies further?
I have looked into biotech, but like it's a research-based field, so I'm not particularly interested in it. But I've chosen bioinformatics and data science.
Okay.
So it's almost at that level, including genetic engineering and all. So
Okay. That means
it's
it involves
intriguing and interesting.
both math skills as well as bio skills.
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow. That's nice. That's nice. And all over India, a lot of bioinformatics colleges are there, or is it very streamlined and very competitive?
It is it I don't think it's competitive as such, but like there are options in VIT and for example DY also, DY Patil, or like Mumbai colleges like MIT and also offer the course, but it depends on the placements you get actually, because there are not many companies uh in what can you say in coordination with colleges that give you placements in bioinformatics and all.
Okay,
So you have to choose a college correctly. That depends.
I see. I see. And how many years course is it? 3 years, 4 years?
It's a 4-year course.
Okay. And after that,
Bioinformatics is 4 years.
okay. And after that, you've got to do a master's?
Yes, MTech.
Okay, okay. So a long way to go, 4+2, 6 years of,
Long way.
yes, yes. But it just happens. You know, I've seen that after 12, whatever course you select, it just happens. You don't have stress, pressure at all. Yes. And one last word of advice, Kavya, for the, 12th standard students who would be appearing board exams.
It's so weird giving advice and all because I'm just used to taking advice. Okay, so I would just say you start earlier and just go through the NCRT. That's it.
Oh,
That's all I did. I don't think I had, I mean, we had bought them like the supplemental textbooks and all, but I don't think it's necessary for boards. Just do your NCRT and start earlier and be serious. That's it.
that means you have read NCRT right from the beginning of the year or the end of the year?
No, I read from the end of the year, but then you should read from the beginning of the year, technically. I
That
mean,
is-
ideally, if you're talking about an ideal situation, first day, say, whatever chapter is going on, you should read the textbook.
Okay, okay, okay.
Revise every day. Revise NCRT thoroughly, even if it's just 1 or 1.5 hours a day. And listen to Sunset only. Her advice is got tired. Literally.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kavya, Gunamay. May my blessings carry you to great heights and shine. Okay, then we'll wind up for today. Okay.